my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna leave you alone now. Yes, I am wearing the Batman shirt that I promised. And Dad, what do we have today?
The Batman movie, brother.
And the Batman pizza.
Batman pizza, but I
you eat toy slice. What, really? Let's try this again. Hey Dad. Hey Mom. Do you know what today is?
Your birthday!
What? It's a plot twist. Oh hey, Alex is calling me. Trying it again. What's today?
Your birthday!
Yours! It's a plot twist! You thought it was a normal day, but no. It's my birthday. Now what comes out tomorrow?
Batman!
That's right.
The Batman.
The Batman. And we have our tickets, we have popcorn buckets, we have drinks. We are prepared for a 3-hour Batman experience. I've only heard 2 complaints of this movie. Every review I've heard, I haven't deep dive. I've just been like, is it good or is it bad? Every single review has been, it's amazing. The only complaint is some people said that it's too long, but if you're a Batman fan, that's not gonna bother you.
It's not gonna bother me.
Some people have been, now what's funny is this came from people who don't like superhero movies or Batman. So why are you watching those movies? Is that they go, oh, he doesn't smile enough. My response to people like that is, well, you can go home and watch the Adam West series and leave the adults to watch the real big boy movie.
I like the Adam West series. That's what I grew up on.
I do too. But this version of Batman is meant to be different. And so if you're going to complain that this version of Batman doesn't smile, where were you during the Christian Nolan movies? Where were you during those movies? Name one time Batman smiles, except for the end. The end of Dark Knight Returns, he does smile. But it's like a very coy smile, like, hey Alfred, I know you should be freaking out that I faked my own death and didn't tell you and you've been mourning my loss. But hey, how you doing? Yes, I am that much of a nerd. I can remember almost every scene of those movies because I have made it a tradition to watch every Batman movie on opening night, and it started when you took me to see Batman Begins opening night.
Hey, so that's a tradition.
Yes.
What do you know?
Now, we did, and we continued. You didn't let us see Dark Knight. You didn't let us see Dark Knight because we were little when that movie came out.
Yeah.
But when Dark Knight Returns came out, we saw it opening night, and we had a lot of fun.
Sure did.
So we're going to continue it. Because I'm Batman.
Yeah.
You, on my birthday, shame on you. It's a plot twist. It's a plot twist. You were just in the vlog. Look at this little bean. Look how cute she is. No, Coco. Look how cute she is. She's so little. She's so cute. She's so adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna leave you alone now. What's funny about today is I'm gonna be filming a lot more the day after my birthday than my actual birthday, but yesterday was crazy. And by the way, if you do hear the fan of my computer go off like crazy, don't worry, it's not gonna explode. If you haven't been watching the previous vlog, I recommend you go and watch it because I explain it better. Essentially, I'm doing a huge batch render, and I am rendering over 4,000 frames, so I'm gonna give a really crappy summary to have you guys watch the other vlog, so yay! Anyway, I had a great day yesterday. I worked an 8-hour shift in the morning, normally at close, and I'm happy I did because that let me actually go home, study for my midterm, take it, and then go out to lunch that you saw. And yes, we do like Outback. We go out at Outback pretty much any birthday or any big event. That's like our go-to restaurant because they're always super nice, super clean. They always take good care of me with my food allergies. But I did really good in the midterm. I studied. I played with Woody, which Woody was chilling at his house. I went over, kidnapped him. And then I feel like Alex just didn't know that because he just called me on the Dream camera like, hey bro, what are you doing with my dog? I'm like, I'm kidnapping your son, don't worry. And he's such a big dude. Like, I don't know if I pointed out in the vlogs, but he is actually almost 12 pounds. And Coco is still at a 7.5. So yeah, he is a big little dude. He's like, just comparing him to Coco, he's like massive. It's insane. He's such a cool little dude. I love him. And at work, I also got a fun little surprise for my coworkers. They basically like surprised happy birthday me, and it was really nice and sweet. It made my day. It was really just something nice. So I thought today, you know what? I did my midterm yesterday. I can chill today. I'm gonna spend time with Coco, and I'm just gonna have fun and relax. I'm probably gonna do some drawing. I do have a drawing to show you guys, and I want to show you guys the loot that I got, and we're gonna be filming our adventure to see the new Batman movie. Now, one big thing that makes this birthday really special is the new Batman movie, because I've made an an effort to see every single Batman movie released on opening night during my lifetime, with the exclusion of 2. And I can't really help those 2 because I was a little kid. Batman and Robin is the first actual Batman movie released when I was alive, but I was a year old and my dad has no memory of taking me to the theater as a kid, so I'm just gonna assume I didn't see it. But after that movie, Batman Begins came out, and me and my whole family went to see it opening night, and we had a blast and loved it. Then Dark Knight came out, my dad wouldn't let me see it. I actually had to sneak a copy of the DVD from a friend of mine and watch it on a teeny tiny little portable DVD player at night when parents were asleep to watch the movie. I don't know why he wouldn't. Actually, you know what? I take it back. As a little kid, I can see why he wouldn't let me watch that movie. Either way, I did watch it, but not opening night. And then when Dark Knight Returns came out, you bet I watched that one opening night. I remember me and Taylor watched it. We had a lot of fun. We also saw Killing Joke in theaters, Batman v Superman together, and even though it's not a Batman movie, we did see Aquaman and Shazam opening night, which I really liked those movies. They were really, really good. Same thing with Wonder Woman. We actually saw that one opening night too, which was really fun. So this one continues the tradition, and the fact that it comes out the day after my birthday, it really does feel like a birthday gift to me, and I'm so excited, and I do have some awesome loot to show you guys and some stuff to tell you, so let's go ahead and get to that portion, the update / loot part of the vlog. And I think I'm going to start it with my favorite drawing I've done this week. It's one that took a couple days because I really took my time doing the coloring. I had a lot of fun doing the inking. I was actually giving tips to some friends of mine while I was working on this piece because they were really curious about my methodology, so I just kind of took my time and showed them how I work and really my approach to making art, and boom! I love how that came out. Like, it looked good just in pencils, but when you actually see it in black and white in color, like just that little bit of color right there in the tongue, it came out so good. I love how this piece came out. I actually messed up the leg, so I painted over it, and you can't even tell. Like, it came out so good. I absolutely love this piece. Easily one of my favorite pieces I've drawn in a sketchbook, and I already know how I'm gonna actually redo it and make it better. The next time I draw it, probably a year from now, I want to actually use this scene and put it in the comic, because I will actually admit some of the drawings in here are for fun. Some of them are just kind of teases as to what it would look like in a comic, like little rough sketches. Well, more refined sketches, but I absolutely love all the drawings in here. This one is my new favorite. It came out so good. And yes, that is Gluttony. And this is a redraw. Last month I mentioned how this was a redraw of an old drawing I did, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to redo it, show how I've grown as an artist, and I feel like I have just grown so much. So here is the new one. Let's go ahead and put the old one on screen. If I forget, oh well, it's just me looking like an idiot for like 30 seconds. But what else is new? I can usually make myself look like an idiot even longer than that. I've gotten all of my schoolwork done this week, except for one midterm, which he did give us 2 weeks, so I'm actually going to take that later next week and just spend my time studying for it. But besides that, everything else is done on my school checklist. And since I was taking, believe it or not, 2 classes that were 8 weeks, all these books, I don't need them anymore. In fact, I'm probably going to give all of them to my dad, excluding these 2, The Philosophy of Superheroes and Pursuing Christian Creating Art, which is actually a really good book that I enjoyed. Besides that, these books right here, they are going to my dad because he will appreciate them far more than I ever could, which means that I have less stuff on my desk crowding it. Now, let's dig into stuff you probably are the most excited for, and that is the birthday gifts. This first birthday gift was actually given to me a week ago, and I misplaced it because I left it in the kitchen. My dad moved it, but I found it, and I'm very sorry, Miss Becky. But one of my coworkers, Miss Becky, gave me this awesome little decor. Now, she actually gave this specifically to me and Sarah for a future home, which is really sweet, and it says, "Home is where the heart is," and it was very sweet and touching, and I really like this. This is very sweet, very nice. And then let's move on to the one that really threw me by surprise, and that was this one here, because they just straight up sung happy birthday to me, and it's kind of insane to have like all your coworkers do that to you, and it really made my day. So I'm gonna actually start with the cards, because I didn't get 1 card, I got 2, and they all filled them out, and they were so sweet. I'm gonna read 2 of my favorite things in here. Happy birthday to the guy who's never been in the same room as Batman, says suspiciously. And then this one also made my day, was happy birthday Jose Jalapeno. In case you don't know, I have tricked over 50 of my customers into thinking my name is Jose Jalapeno. People are that dumb, guys. But there's also this one here that really made my day. Happy birthday to the best boss I've ever had. And that was really touching, and I was just, it was really moving and motivating. It was very sweet, and I feel very loved. So I wanted to show those off. It was so fun. They're just like, no, we couldn't just get you 1 card. We had to get you 2. So that made me laugh. And then doing a deep dive into this, I got some awesome painting stuff. That's right. They know me so well. They know like Josh is a painter. He's an artist. He's going to want some brushes. So I got a 2-pack of these large brushes, which is around 3, and I do need around 3 there. No, I'm sorry, that actually looks like around 5, because around 3 is small if you actually look and compare the sizes. So I think that's around 5. Either way, you guys know I love me around 3, and around 5 I'll take, especially with a flat. That looks like a flat 8. I could be wrong, but yeah, so some new brushes. I got tiny buckets. Look at that, tiny buckets. I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet, but I will find a use for these tiny buckets. I might actually turn them into like little decors where I get some other paint brushes and just kind of fill them in and make them a little piece of decor. I'm not sure. I got some of these brushes here. Not sure what I'm going to use these for because they have a bit more of a wired frame end, how they're kind of more torn up instead of like smooth, but that could create some interesting textures. And then these ones, these chunky brushes, I know exactly what I'm going to use them for, because the nature of a chunky brush, I could get some really fun textures doing some light feathering with them. So I'm very excited to actually use these. And then I got another armored Batman. Awesome. Now I did show this off in the last vlog that I picked one up, but I said I wanted to pick up a second one so that I could paint it. And you know what? You ask and you shall receive. So I'm very happy about that. That is from my co-workers and from Miss Becky. Now you guys know that last month Nicole gave me my birthday gift early. If you don't know what it is, it's actually this thing right here. It is a metal replica of the Batman Animated Series Batmobile. It also came with a little metal Batman statue. It's over here on this side. I'm not going to grab it because I might knock some other stuff over, but I absolutely love this Batmobile. And she didn't stop there. She got me one other birthday gift, and it was actually picked out by her daughters. So her youngest picked out this watch for me, and we both like to fidget. We both have a lot in common. She picked out a fidget watch for me, and it's My Little Pony theme. I don't like My Little Pony, but I love the little fidget watch. It can barely fit on my wrist. I have to do the smallest one, but it spins, and it's absolutely adorable, and I actually really like the fact that it spins. And I did take a few pictures of this, so took some pictures, and I sent it to Nicole to show her youngest that I am wearing the watch. And I have 2 wrists because she got me 2 watches. So the second one was this Batman watch, because my watch broke, I want to say like a year and a half ago, and you know what? I've been needing a new watch, and I love the fact that she found a Batman watch for me, and it also lights up, which is super cool. So now I have 2 watches, which is great because I have 2 wrists, and so I have fidget one because my fidget ring, which I'm not wearing right now, it actually broke, so it doesn't properly spin, but this one does, which is really nice. And I have this Batman watch here, which is super cool. So that's all the loot that I got from my co-workers, and I'm very happy. And yes, I will be spidgeting this non-stop because it's me. You guys know me. Now onto the last batch of gifts, and these ones I was the most excited for, and we're gonna start with the gifts that Krista and Alex gave me, starting with this awesome hoodie. I love this hoodie. It's so cool. Now what's interesting is I don't actually have a hoodie like this. Most of my hoodies are normally just the superhero logo or emblem. Here, no. This is a comic book cover, and I love it. It's so cool, and it's one of the most famous Batman covers. I love this thing. It is so cool. They recently homaged it with the Batman Who Laughs, which is pretty interesting. So very, very cool. Love hoodies. You guys know I wear a hoodie almost every single day, especially when it's cold, and it's so cool. And then it doesn't stop there. They got one more gift for me. It makes sense, and I'm going to be wearing it tonight for the premiere. Boom. The Batman. Yes, it is an official The Batman shirt, which I didn't have because my local Walmart never stocked up on them. Every time I go, they don't have them. It's really annoying, but now I have one, and I'm going to be wearing this to the actual premiere. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. So that is from Krista and Alex. They also gave me a very heartfelt card. Very happy about that. That's actually why I'm not wearing the Batman shirt now. I'm wearing this Batman shirt because I'll be wearing it tonight, and I really wanted to show it because it was very sweet of them. Now we're going to move on to what Sarah got me. And what Sarah got me may surprise you because she actually never buys me comic books, or at least books on different stuff like that, because for the most part she doesn't know what I have, and she doesn't want to get me a duplicate. So it was pretty interesting when I opened a box from her and it actually had a comic book in it, and that is this. This is Batman the War Years 1939 to 1945, which is absolutely awesome. It's so awesome I actually own this book. It made me laugh because I'm like, the first time she does this, and it's one I own. But it's absolutely hilarious because my dad actually steals my copy of this book a lot. I'm gonna keep this one and give the other one I have to him. I really like this book. It's pretty interesting seeing these characters throughout the actual world during World War II and how they were interacting in their own respective worlds. It's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool. And so I actually really enjoyed reading this book because these old like comics, like the old Golden Age stuff, I really like them. I think they're really cool. It's definitely a different era, and I enjoy reading them. You know, I love the history of comics, so there you go. Very happy about that. And then the next one was pretty cool. She was actually one that she was recommended by the owner of one of our favorite bookstores. Now, if you watched the vlog where I actually went down and spent spent time with her after Christmas, so the December and January vlog, we went to a really awesome bookstore, and the owner is an artist. I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but Sarah has gotten that chance to talk to her, and she was saying how that she's an artist that actually orders supplies through the store so she could get them. And she recommended Sarah these markers for her, and she got them for me, and that these markers right here, now I have seen them at Barnes & Noble's, but I've never tried them. So these are dual tip artist markers. This is by the Studio Series company. At least that's what I'm assuming their name is, because that's the only thing that's on the side of the box. But yeah, it comes in a little plastic container, and I thought I would give them a try. I mean, they're black, one of my favorite colors of all time, even though technically black's the absence of all colors. We're not going to get into that now. Very, very cool, and I'm going to give them a try. Decent color selection, too. I mean, there are 24 colors in here, so I'm very curious to give them a try. And does that include the colors blender? It might. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can do. They kind of remind me of the markers that I reviewed like 2 years ago. The I think it was like 24 pack or like $10. That thing was actually a lot of fun, and I probably will make a video on this. So yeah, thought this was really cool, and that is everything from Sarah. That's everything from everyone. It was really touching, motivating. I'm the kind of guy that I just want to spend time with people. So like for my birthday, I'm like, I just want to go see the movie and I want to go get dinner. Like, that's it. And so it was really touching that they got all this for me. It was really sweet. I really wish I could have had my grandfather up here. I really wish I could have the Dozers up here and spend time with them. But you know what? I am happy that of everything I got, I'm happy that I got to spend time with the people I did. And I'm so excited for this new Batman movie. It's not even funny. So I want to thank you all. If you guys wish me a happy birthday, thank you. I appreciate it. It really does mean a lot when I get those and I see them. And even though I'm not on Facebook a lot, when I see like the message, it does make me smile. So I want to thank everyone who wished me a happy birthday, and I am so thankful I got to spend time with my family and just have fun. And I'm going to actually chill today. I normally don't take a day off. I'm just work, boom, 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 next thing, get this done. I'm taking the day off. I'm going to relax, and I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to play with Coco. I'm going to do some drawing. I'm going to get ready for the Batman movie. I'm going to watch some other Batman stuff, probably the animated series and some Batman Beyond. So yeah, let's go ahead and end this vlog because it's already been too long, and let's go on to the next clip. So yes, I am wearing the Batman shirt that I promised. And Dad, what do we have today?
The Batman movie, brother.
And the Batman pizza.
Batman pizza, but
Oh, you toy slice. What, really? Let's try this again. Look, we got an intact Batman pizza.
Got it, buddy.
Look at that. That is so cool. I love how it's a pizza in the shape. I never thought I would see this. Do you imagine how awesome birthdays would be if I grew up with Batman pizza? It would be amazing. Just look at this. So cool. Just absolutely amazing. Coco, you want a piece of pizza? You can't have a piece of pizza. You was a dog. Dogs can't eat pizza. But this is like the coolest thing ever. What are we guys doing? What are we doing, Batman? I'm gonna turn this off because you're driving.
Jack, make it cooler, please.
Surprise, it's a video. We're gonna see it. All right, now let's take the picture for real. Where are we going? What are we doing? We're going.
Just get it over.
Okay, I'm sorry. We went to Jerry's. I got some gouache and a surprise that I didn't know was a thing, but that honestly shouldn't be a surprise anymore considering just how either super focused I am on stuff or absent-minded.
Hell yeah.
I just started to record you because I knew you weren't paying attention.
Golf Galaxy like 10 minutes away. You want to hit that and then hit a card comic shop?
Yes! More magic cards! So, we just found a hole-in-the-wall comic shop that had awesome prices, but on top of that, had a 50% off sale. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Most of the stuff prices they had were already really good, and we're gonna have fun going over what we found because I found some really cool stuff I'm very excited for.
Half off, man. Can't argue with it.
You can't.
Just trying to go get some comics. I'm trying to find Rita's freaking ice cream, or not Italian ice place.
Every time I hear Rita, I just think of Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers. Because that's the first time I heard that name. Make my monster grow! What did we just do?
We saw the Batman.
Again!
After having seen it for 6 hours, it's still awesome.
It is still my favorite live-action Batman.
Yep.
And I will say, as controversial as it is, I think the ending to this movie is better than the ending to Dark Knight. Because Dark Knight was my favorite live-action Batman movie. That's the one that I go to when I'm like, this is Batman. This is real Batman. Because Batman Begins is great, but it almost feels like set up for Dark Knight. Yep. Like, almost like Nolan was like, here's a proof of concept. Let me make the movie I want to make.
Yep.
And like Nolan has gotten like the deals in Hollywood because that, I will admit, the third movie in my opinion is the weakest in the trilogy. That ending, I get it. You wanted to do The Dark Knight Returns. That ending just didn't work for me. Like the whole what he did to Alfred is not cool. The love interest with Catwoman wasn't like that strong in that movie, but this
they didn't
movie
have as much chemistry.
Yeah,
as
that's
they do
true.
In this movie, they actually have somewhat decent chemistry.
They have great chemistry.
Yeah.
And like, but this movie, it's like perfect because Gotham feels like its own city. I just realized they can't see us at all. It's dark, but it's okay. Just pretend this is a podcast. Anyway, this movie, Gotham feels like its own city. It doesn't feel like they filmed in New York for a day. No, it feels like its own city. Batman is amazing. I mean, it's probably the most accurate portrayal of Batman.
Now, all they need to do to hold us over to the next movie is do a 1-hour special adaptation on HBO Max of Batman Year One with Pattinson.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
I would go again.
I would too.
Give me that. See, this he'd be the perfect Batman for your live action Year One adaptation.
Yeah, and I love how this is really Year Two. The only thing is, I would have loved to know what happened that made Commissioner Gordon just have complete 100% trust.
That's why they should do Year
That's
One.
why I think they should do Year One, because like, did he save his son like in Year One? Like, that's one question I wish they would address.
No, he stopped him from boning his partner. He cock blocked him.
If you guys have seen the movie or read the comic, you know what we're talking about. But yeah, no, like this movie was great. I cannot recommend it enough. We should do a special deep dive in it one day.
Yeah.
We need to do that. I think that'd be great. We need to rank. I think what we should do is watch every live action Batman movie, at least theatrical, so we can put Mask of the Phantasm in there and rate them. And what, you know, starting with the serials to Adam West and just our list, our definitive list.
Well, I mean, there's no point. We already got Mask of the Phantasm at the top.
Yep, yeah, people forget that movie was released theatrically Christmas Day, 1993, 3 years before I was born. And that's the only reason I remember the year.
That's the only reason why you weren't there.
That's the only reason I wasn't there.
You weren't allowed yet.
Exactly.
But had you even been 1 year old, you would have been
I
there.
would have found a way. You know, I was having a conversation with my mom the other day, and she says that I cannot think of one moment in your life where you didn't want to be Batman, Josh. And if that's not the most Josh thing you've ever heard in your life, I don't know what is.
Why be you when you can be Batman?
Because I'll be me. All right, Dad. So we went to this mysterious comic shop that had a 50% off sale on literally everything. And I know you didn't want to be seen here. I'll censor you. There you go. There you go. You censored. So I'm going to show you the issues that we got. And I got a special issue that I'm very excited to read. But I picked this one up for you. This is Batman and Tarzan, issue 1. He had issues 1, 3, and 4. Didn't have 2. I would have picked up the full thing. The prices, by the way, were amazing because it was 50% off sticker price. Then this cover, I don't know. Okay, I don't think I've ever read this. Maybe a famous storyline. I just don't know the cover. But I love this cover. Darkseid holding Superman. This one was one of the first finds I found. This Batman and Swamp Thing. I love that cover. It's really, it's different. It's interesting, but I like the detail. I like that kind of symbolism. Swamp Thing, like Batman in the hands of Swamp Thing. And like his roots coming out of Gotham, like he has a hold of Gotham itself. I like that. Then he didn't have Batman Year 1 Part 1, but he did have Part 2. And I love that cover. That is gorgeous. Then this one here, Batman, The Legends of the Dark Knight. This is the Grimm Part 1 of 5 storyline. Just that cover with Robin. I love that. That's a great cover. All-Star Superman #1. I mean, one of the most iconic and best Superman stories in my opinion. Love that movie. Time to show off the big one. The big purchase. You ready? The first appearance of White Tiger, who is the first Puerto Rican superhero. Created by George Perez. Absolutely. First off, that price. $33. And 50% off that. Just absolutely amazing. Really good condition. This is just a cool little piece of comic book history. So had to pick that up. All right, now you can grab which ones you want to read. I've shown them off, and then you better give them back to me so I can put them on my wall. Also, we saw Batman again. High five. Yeah. So you guys thought that we were done at the comic wrap up? No. We still have one more wrap up to go, and that is the loot from Jerry's Artarama. You guys know I absolutely love Jerry's. They're super nice, super friendly. It was awesome because I saw pretty much everyone that I like to talk to when I was actually there today, and they were all super nice. We got to catch up because it's been a few months since we've seen each other. It's a super fun place. I don't do paid sponsorships with them. I'm not paid to say anything. They are just really nice and really friendly, and I enjoy having conversations with them. They're really helpful. They're really good artists. They're really just nice and friendly people, and it's just such an awesome thing to go in and always have those smiling faces. So with that said though, I was on a mission today. I wanted to get me some gouache paint, but I found some things that I thought were really cool. I have 4 items here, so I'm gonna actually go over the oddball thing that caught my eye, and that's this thing thing right here. Now this is by the Creative Inspiration Company. This is their 3 black watercolor brush pen set. These things are non-toxic, water-based, dry-based, blendable. They also are perfect for watercolor style paintings, dry brush paintings, drawing and sketching, coloring, calligraphy, blending, shading, gradients, and urban sketching. I don't know if they make other colors. I only saw this black set here, but I'm really curious to try them. In fact, we're gonna pop them open real quick because I want to know what they look like. And these things were really cheap. They were like under $6, which I think is a really good price. And we're gonna see, you know, if that price is one with the quality, because that's one thing. But opening them up, ooh, okay, all right. So first off, I like this design. I like it. The kind of clear top's throwing me off. I honestly thought I was gonna get something like this because it says brush pen, so I was expecting something more in line with this. But no, we got something that's more fineliner based. In fact, they kind of feel and remind me of a higher quality version of these Staedtler watercolor markers, because these kind of feel a little cheap. Like, they're not the best plastic. These feel a little nicer. The head is throwing me off. They all have the same brush head, by the way, but what's throwing me off is like, it's just kind of, why couldn't you just do this? Like, make it flush. Why does it have to go over? Does it, okay, at least it clicks on the bottom. Now, I have a pet peeve when markers don't do that. That's why I actually like the Copic Chows over the Copic Sketch, because they actually click on them. But yeah, feeling them out, yeah, that actually feels really good. That feels like a good brush pen. See the ink quality there. So yeah, no, I actually am really excited to test these out. I'm probably going to put one in my actual backpack to test out. And these things, like I said, were pretty cheap. They were under like $6. I really can't wait to try them. You guys know me, I love watercolor. It's one of my preferred mediums. You guys know I'm a sucker for black too, because it's like one of my, like, black and red are my favorite colors. So you guys know I love to test things out in that color. But yeah, so that is this one. I can't wait to actually give them a try. We'll probably do a video on them. And then the last things are some gouache paints that I picked up that I'm very excited to show you guys. So for longtime viewers of the channel, if you remember back when I proposed to Sarah, I actually did pick up a 10 set piece of Winsor Newton designer gouache. And let me tell you, I love it. They're really good. I did a little thing with them and I really like them, and I'm saving it for a video, so we will be talking about them. But one thing about the set that was kind of weird was it only came with 1 green, 3 yellows, and only 2 reds. What? Okay, I did pull up the list to make sure that I'm actually going to say each of the colors it came with, right? But it came with a permanent yellow deep, spectrum red, primary blue, ultramarine, permanent green middle, yellow orch, in ivory black, and zinc white. Why 1 green? That's kind of weird to me. Like, I can understand the 2 blue, the 2 red, 3 yellows. Like, am I missing something? Anyway, so I found not 1, not 2, but 3 gouache paints, and I'm very excited to show you. So this one here is Winsor Newton. This is their Winsor Red, which is very, very bright. It is brighter than the Spectrum Red, it is brighter than the Primary Red. Red is my favorite color, so you guys know I had to pick up more red. I also picked this one up here. This is, oh, why'd I have to pick the one with the weird name? Alizarin. It's gonna be fun editing. Alizarin Kriza. This color. I tried. I really tried. Here's the name on screen. It is Alizarin Crimson. I tried to pronounce it. Dyslexia is a cruel mistress, okay? Either way, it's a very deep red. It is much deeper than the reds offered in the pack. And I also picked up a light green. This specifically is Brilliant Green, which I absolutely love that shade of green. Very bright, very vibrant. So I have 3 more to add to my collection. I think that really rounds out the set because I really think it should have had a bright green. I don't know why it includes 3 yellows and only 1 green. I think definitely should have had a little more green in there. And I'm always up a red, but with what they included, it's fine. I just personally want to go out and get a few more reds for my collection. And I will be doing some more gouache paintings. I will be doing some more gouache things on the channel. I just need some time because right now, again, I'm drowning in homework. I am drowning in schoolwork, but it's going to be worth it because then I'll be able to focus on this in my art full time. And I'm very excited, so we'll be doing that. But that is everything for today. I had a lot of fun filming this. I had a lot of fun with Alex today. I really needed just another day to just relax. And this spring break has been super nice because it's just given me a chance to just relax and chill and just do what I normally don't do, and that's be just constantly working, go on the move. So it's nice to actually sit down and relax and actually force myself to do that because I don't do that. So with that said, that's everything for today. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of this month has to bring.
So I'm just getting my coffee at Wawa and I look over and there's just a horse. There's 2 horses. Why are there horses there? Why? This is Suffolk. There's no, why are there horses here? I'm so confused!
So today is actually the last day of my spring break, and I'm okay with it. You know, I really forced myself to relax this week, to just take a break and rest my brain, and I enjoyed it. I didn't even do a lot of drawing. I've just been chilling, and it's weird because I'm used to just working on projects, going to the next thing, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready to go back to that, but at the same time, I think I needed this break just to chill, and I'm going to actually be studying today. Me and Coco already went out, so normally on Friday, me and Coco will actually go out. We'll go for a walk. We'll go to a few different stores. It's her day to socialize and really just just kind of go out there and be a little out of her comfort zone. It's really the only day I have a chance to do that because of how busy my schedule is. But we went to Walmart today, and I actually found some really cool stuff, and I was shocked because my local Walmart usually sucks when it comes to loot. But they had a lot of cool stuff. I actually didn't get everything I wanted to get, mainly because the figures that they did have, they only had one of it, and the paint was pretty beat up, but they had some pretty cool stuff, and I'm going to start off with the one that I'm actually pretty excited for, but I'm saving the most excited for later, and that is this. This is the McFarlane. This is Batman from Justice League Endless Winter, and yeah, I love that suit. That's probably my favorite Batman Arctic suit. It's so cool. I love the design of it. Now, this unfortunately is $25 instead of the normal $20. It's only because it has Build-A-Figure parts, so there you go. I do plan on getting the rest of the wave. I want that Black Adam, I want that Wonder Woman, and I want that John Stewart. I actually didn't pick up the single John Stewart, so picking up that one there will give me some more accessories for him, and also complete this guy, which, I mean, I didn't read Endless Winter. Thought it was okay. There's nothing there that was really just like, oh my gosh, amazing, I have to read. It was like, I read it and I was like, I'm not gonna finish this. Because it started in Justice League, and then it continued in Superman and had the solo. It didn't feel like I had to finish it. It didn't keep my attention. I like the villain though. The villain actually looks cool, but I mean, that's about it. And the sword at least comes with Batman, so I can give a sword to another character because I really like that sword design. But there's that, and then we're actually gonna continue the Build-A-Figure stuff because I found this is Batman from Batman The Dark Knight Returns, which is one of my favorite DC animated movies they've made. And yeah, even though I do give a lot of criticism and a lot of flack to Frank Miller, a lot of it earned, I do still enjoy his early work. I love his work on Daredevil. The way that he would actually compose a scene and not draw a background to heighten the moment of impact, I really like that. I've taken that to heart actually, and I've noticed that I've actually, when I'm writing my comic, I actually will put that in the script where it's like, don't draw a background to heighten the impact. And then I also really love his use of negative space, and I've tried to internalize that where I tried to use a lot of black and white in my art. I mean, I'm an inker for one, but I try to incorporate a lot of that in methodology where I have that clean silhouette, able to tell a story with negative space. I mean, even if you don't like his modern work, he still has a talent for using negative space. And yeah, I do want to pick up this whole wave. I want to pick up Superman, I want to pick up Joker, I want to pick up Robin, I want to pick them all up, mainly just for the horse. Like, I love it. The Build-A-Horse is a cool concept. And that Batman, like, I mean, just, he is beefy, he is big. I don't actually have a Batman from Dark Knight that's not in the armored suit. I have two. They're both in the armored suit, but this one, I don't have one that was him outside of it, and now I do, and I'm very happy. So there you go. Those are my two pieces of loot today, and yeah, I'm actually just going to be chilling today. I'm going to stay for midterm. I'm going to do some drawing. I actually am working on this drawing of Envy from my comic, so yeah, I might redo the face, because he's a cat, so he's a little difficult to draw sometimes, because I'm not used to drawing cats and animals, but still very excited, and I'm just going to relax today and just have a good day today. I'm going to enjoy my last day off before I have to get back to the grind. It's going to be another 8 weeks, but it's going to be a good 8 weeks that I'm really excited for. So that's everything for today. Krista, where are we going?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Yeah. You're doomed. Funny part about all this, I didn't actually record the what's this for part.
Oh my god.
Let's try this again.
What's this for?
You're doomed. Let me ask you a question.
That was so corny.
Well, you know what?
Hey, Lizzie Borden.
Krista, you're in public. You gotta control yourself.
I can't. It's the Taco Bell.
Too much Taco
When
Bell.
you have Taco Bell for breakfast,
That's too close to. So oh my eyes! It's so bright. So we had a successful trip at Hobby Lobby. We found a bunch of cool stuff. Now we were in there. You told me a funny story, and I stopped you halfway because I said this can either go one of two ways. Say it, and I'll say when.
So, today, my dirty little secret, I stopped at 3 different McDonald's.
Now stop.
Today.
Depending on where that rest of that sentence goes, I'm praying for your kidneys, your stomach, your digestion tract. You probably are gonna have diarrhea for like 2 days. Continue.
So I ate my meal at 1, but they didn't have my damn Shamrock shake that only comes out in March. So I went to another one and I did a pickup order, and then the guy came out and he was like, we already refunded you, sorry, we don't have the Shamrock shake. So because of my anxiety, I didn't call the 3rd McDonald's. I was like, whatever, I'll just go. They gotta have it. Did a pickup order. Guy goes, so sorry, our shake machine's broken. I was like, you're lying. You're cleaning it. It's not broken.
So yeah, so side note,
I just heard I went to 3 McDonald's today, and I got really concerned. Like, are you stress eating? Are you okay? What's going on?
I mean, I stress eat every day, but not McDonald's. And then we just passed one before we videoed, and I wanted to go, and Josh said no. I just wanted to check.
Watch it. That one had it.
I'll be so pissed at you. I'd never forgive you. This shake,
But how would you know? How would you know?
I'll look it up. This shake only comes out once a year, and it's first come, first serve. Like, wait, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Yes, and if you don't get it and they run out, that's it. You gotta wait till next year and hope and pray that you're alive and you can still get it.
That got real.
Yes.
That actually got real for a minute. Hold up. Hold up.
It's okay. When I die, I'm gonna ask Jesus for shamrock shakes in heaven.
I could see you doing that.
I love shamrock
Like, listen, before I enter the pearly gates,
or their shamrock shakes.
I can see that with Coco.
You just see Satan dancing. They're over here.
You just see like a little flash of red, like, I got you, girl. No, I can see Coco before she enters dog heaven. Is there peanut butter?
Is there peanut butter?
And then God just looks and says, this is dog heaven, my child. The streets are made of it.
Except for the dogs that are allergic to peanut butter, which is
Oh
possible.
my gosh.
I had a Boston Terrier that was allergic to peanut butter.
That breaks my heart.
I know.
Well,
I didn't even
Kisses
know
was
that.
allergic to chicken like me.
But Coco doesn't like
Coco
chicken.
doesn't like chicken,
But
so
she's not allergic.
that's how you know she's not allergic.
Dunkin' Donuts.
We're getting some coffee and donuts. We're getting some coffee. We're getting some donuts. We're getting
I
some
will take
coffee
that
and donuts.
excitement as- yeah.
I'm tired. Like every single clip of this month, I'm tired, and it's true. I am super tired. Now, I do have some loot to show you from Hobby Lobby that I was going to show you that day, but busy. In fact, we actually went to see Batman for a 3rd time. And let me tell you something. That movie gets better every single time you watch it. It's so good. It's my favorite Batman movie. But I do have Hobby Lobby loot. I have some Amazon loot, and I also have some Walmart loot that I want to show you. And then, real quick update on work. So, school's going good. Work is going good. This week we had a little shenanigans. So, for context, I actually do work an open and close shift this semester. I need an extra day off for school. And one thing I love about my crew, especially my 2 managers, my awesome managers, Nicole and Tempest, they work with me and they help me so much so that I have the time I need for school. And we really do care about each other, and they really are my work family, and I'm so thankful to have them in my life. And they really do help me so much that I really can't properly communicate how much I'm just so thankful for them. And they said, hey, if you need that extra day off for school, if you're willing to do open and close shift, that's fine with me. And so Sundays is my open and close shift. That way the 2 girls have time so they can go to church, they have time with their family. I say, you know what, I'm willing to make that sacrifice now so I can do that. And so that's what we do. So I do the open close shift Sunday, but unfortunately we had some things shift around. So Nicole actually did an open close shift yesterday. I did a second one today, and Tempest is doing, she's definitely doing one. I know she might be doing 2. I think 2 this week. Also, I'm super tired, so my brain's just not firing on all cylinders right now. But yeah, so we're making that sacrifice this week. We're really being pushed hard, but we just onboarded a new assistant manager, and she's amazing. I really can't think of anyone else that's perfect for the job. I mean, she really has she's great character. She's a hard worker. She's someone that I personally am just like, we're really good friends and that I look up to. She's just awesome. So I'm happy that we have another assistant manager, and I'm really excited to be starting to work with her. So that's going to definitely help with that. But again, we do care a lot about each other. We do make an effort to be there for each other, and we just have the general love. So I know I don't say it, I say it a lot on the channel. I don't say it enough, is that I'm super thankful for my work family, and I'm very happy that every single one of them is in my life. Yeah, so I am very tired. I did a 13-hour shift today. I also took a quiz, got a 90. I feel super smart, and I want to talk about the loot from Hobby Lobby. So let's go ahead and start with that. And I spent about $30, and I got some really good stuff. I took advantage of some sales, so let's go ahead and do a deep dive. So diving into the Hobby Lobby loot, 3 things are actually full price, while the other 3 things were half price. I don't know why. I didn't do that on purpose. It just happened, and it kind of made me laugh. But the first thing I'm going to show are these things, and my sister said they look like makeup brushes. These are little alcohol blenders or little application blenders. I'm really curious to see what kind of textures I can get with these. And I actually want to compare them to makeup brushes, because I'm pretty sure I sell something like this at my Dollar Tree. And yeah, if I could get more for less, I think it would be worth it. So I'm going to compare and contrast. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what I can get with these. That's something I want to do more, is experiment more with textures. I want to get a lot more sponges. I want to get a lot more brushes, like different styles and types, and just kind of see what I can get using them. So very curious to actually try these. Now, speaking of blending and alcohol markers, markers, I did pick up two things that I thought were really cool, and that's this here. This is by Ranger, and this is their Distress Oxidized Alcohol Powder. Yeah, it's a powder ink. It's really interesting. They are blendable. In fact, you can create cool textures. This, and yes, I did pick up their proper blender. Now, both of these were $6.99, and these were full price, but oh, this one was 50% off, by the way. But yeah, I actually thought these were pretty cool, and I want to give them a try. I saw some cool videos with these, and I only picked up one just to kind of test out and get a feel for it, but I will pick up some more colors and do some cool art with them and experiment with some blenders. But yeah, thought I'd give this a shot. It is kind of interesting how these are both the same price, and this doesn't have like a single pack version. It only has a 2-pack version, so that was a little interesting. I also picked up this cool little bendy ruler, and the reason I did that is, well, I have a literal drawer full of rulers over here on my left. My actual ruler that I keep in my travel case broke recently. I was using it to do a splatter effect, which turned out really cool, and I learned some stuff doing it, but I broke it. So I decided, you know what, I need to get a new ruler. I specifically wanted something like this because it's translucent and it has a grid on it, which will be awesome for drawing buildings. Now, unfortunately, it is actually too big to fit in my travel case proper, so I'm actually going to trim it down, and then I'm going to have a smaller ruler and a slightly larger ruler. I should probably carry a full-size ruler like in my backpack, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain, and I do like this. It won't break as easy, and I just love the fact that it does have the little grid right there, which is super nice. Now, the remaining two items were my other 50% off items, and they are Bristol board. You guys know I love Bristol board. I actually still have quite a few pieces of Bristol board, but these were 50% off, and they were already well priced. $9.99 for a sheet of Bristol board. Pretty good price. Now, this is 9x12 because they didn't have my standard size, which is 11x14 for those who don't know. That's usually the scale I draw on. I do have some smaller Bristol board for smaller pieces, or some black Bristol board for like actual white inks and compositions like that. But yeah, so this was 50% off of $9.99. Really good price. Super smooth, feels high quality. It's not Strathmore, they didn't have any, but this is still really nice. And then I also picked up a 11x17 version. That's right. And now, fun fact, for those who don't know, this is the scale that comic book art is drawn on. Now, this normally comic book art would actually have like guides and grids, and would have labels at the top so you can label what page and comic it is. This is blank. There's literally nothing on it, but it's smooth, and this was $18.99, and again, % off, so really good deal. I did have some blank 17x11 art boards. Unfortunately, I don't have them right now. I ended up giving them to Jesse because he needed them for a project, and he ended up using all of them, and I said, dude, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. I'm happy I could help with your art. But I have drawn in this before. That's all the loot. Let's go ahead and dive into the Amazon and the Walmart loot. Given the fact that it's Walmart, you could clearly see DC. It's in the shape of a McFarlane toy. I think it's safe to say it's another Batman action figure. This time, this is the Batman DC Rebirth design, and let me tell you something. I love Batman Rebirth. Like, this is probably my favorite look in the comics for Batman, at least modern Batman. That Jim Lee style is classic. I love it. It looks so good, but so does this. I love this design. The gold trim's ingenious. The belt's really cool. I love the fact the inside of the cape is purple, so it's homaging the fact that Batman did have purple gloves in his first issue. And unlike the other one I have, and I'm just going to show you guys real quick. So this DC Batman Rebirth figure is specifically from DC's Death Metal. It's actually from a specific cover, and it's quite different. For one, the sculpt's a little kind of more, not repose, but definitely you could tell this figure was meant to recreate the pose from the comic. The face is a little off because it's more angry. He also has some battle damage. There's a lot more gray in the suit. The gray in here is darker, while the gray on that figure is lighter. It's a good figure, and I really like it. I like this one more. This is just kind of more what I want in a Batman. Like, this is like my standard Batman. Now, they do have another one that I really want to get, which is the Batman from Three Jokers. That Batman looks so good because it's the circle logo, which is my personal favorite. As you can see, it's the one that's actually more represented on this wall than any other logo. In fact, it's actually the logo I have tattooed. So yeah, I absolutely love this Batman symbol. And that version of the figure has this symbol. So I really want to track down that version. But this one, for 20 bucks, this is a really good deal. Super high quality. Comes with a figure stand, a training card, a grapple gun, and a batarang. And I love that batarang sculpt. So that is the thing I got at Walmart. I do want to pick up, by the way, some more DC stuff. I want to pick their Swamp Thing, so you guys can say I haven't always just picked up their Batman stuff. I picked up other stuff. I do have Etrigan, Superman, 2 Wonder Womans, Nightwing. Oh, it is Batman, but you know what I mean. I have other figures outside of Batman, but I do want to pick up their entire Dark Knight Returns figure wave because I want that horse, and then there are some other figures I want to pick up. There's a few non-Batman figures that are actually really piquing my interest that I like. I still want to get that red here. It looks so good. But that is the loot from Walmart. Now the loot from Amazon, and it's Dracula. Now you're probably thinking, wait, I do already have Dracula, and this actually is the proper size of the book. What's this? Well, I have to do a special project for one of my classes, theater, and that is to pick a Tony Award-winning play for Best Revival and do a presentation on it. And me and my partner both agreed, let's do Dracula, because I've read the book. Yes, I've actually read the book, and I love Dracula. It's so good. And out of all the movies, by the way, that's the closest. I think probably Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula is the closest, even though it makes up a lot of stuff and takes some liberties. It's still probably the closest to the book. This is actually the 1978 play. That's right, it was a play, and so this is the actual script for it. It was the only way I could get it. It was $10 on Amazon, but it looks like it's going to be a quick read because there's really not a lot in here. It's only like 123 or 24 pages. Let's see. 109 pages, so even less. They even have a plot, and that's including the plot summary notes. So yeah, very excited to read this for my actual, well, final project, and I love Dracula. It is one of my favorite stories and favorite horror movies of all time, though I will admit I like Frankenstein more. So that is all the loot for, not today, but honestly just kind of the last few days. I've just been super busy, and hopefully I'll be able to have more time to relax, but tomorrow, it's my long day of school, and I plan on knocking out of the park. First, I need to go to bed, because I need to be up in less than 6 hours. Adulting's depressing, kids. It really is. Good night.
I really am at the point where I have zero room for Batman action figures. I am going to have to make some serious moves, or I'm going to have to put some new shelves in the studio. Well, I don't know yet, but yeah, I am just completely out of room. Like, I barely got Batman Rebirth in there. Like, barely. There's literally like no room. And I want to get the rest of the figures in that wave too to get that Build-A-Horse. So yeah, it's good. Interesting. You can see I got all the stuff in the back too. So I'm gonna have to go through and reorganize these shelves and just try and make it more space efficient. But in all honesty, I already did that. Like, this is as space efficient as you can really get. So yeah. I'm bringing this up not because I surprisingly didn't buy a new Batman action figure. I'm bringing this up because I just kind of wanted to show off just how many actual Batman and McFarlane figures I have, especially up here. Like, I know there's not a lot of McFarlane figures. They're just kind of random figures from my childhood. But over here on the bottom, like, that's all McFarlane except for that one DC Direct Wonder Woman. Absolutely insane. Still one of my favorite figures of all time. I've had since I was a little kid. Seriously, probably the oldest thing in my collection. But yeah, kind of amazing.
Now, surprisingly, I'm not actually tired. You guys totally expected me to start this clip off that way. But no, I actually got to sleep like a lot. I slept until 1 o'clock today. And that's because my class was canceled. So normally on Fridays off for school, but class was canceled, so I got to sleep in. Me and Coco went out. We had our little day. I think we were out for like probably 3 hours. We went to a few different stores. We went to a thrift store. We went to Walmart. We went to a pawn shop. We went to my Dollar Tree. We went to the bank. We just had a good time. We had a lot of fun. So I was really happy that we got to go out and just kind of do our thing. We went for a walk, so that was nice. And then after that, I went to a pawn shop that I mentioned before, and I found a really awesome piece of loot. I can't wait to show you guys. And then we went home. Alex brought over Woody, and then we went out and actually had a lot of fun at Ollie's. So super nice. I am a little tired right now just because it is close to 1 o'clock when I'm filming this. I did finish reading the actual play script, so I was doing some homework, and then I realized, hey, my phone's charged and I can actually film this, and I should probably do it because I got to get up tomorrow. So let's go ahead and go over the loot for today. And the first thing I actually want to start with what came in from Ollie's, and that's this here. This is Shazam New 52, which some of the art in this book is a little wonky. Like, that is a really creepy face for Shazam, and that's just goofy. I'm sorry. Some of the art in this is goofy, but for the most part, it is really good. Like, this shot of Black Adam is amazing. It's perfectly, like, terrifying because, well, Black Adam, but there are some shots in here where I'm like, okay, this is good art, this is good pacing, this is good storytelling, and I actually really like New 52 Shazam. Do I prefer it over the original? That's a great question. I definitely think there are things in this book that I don't like. Like, I don't like Billy kind of being a spoiled brat, but I do like the updated look to the Wizard Shazam. I do like the updated look to Shazam himself, and I do like the idea of him sharing his powers with the family. We did see that with Captain Marvel Jr. and Mary Marvel, but here we have it extended even further. And also the fight scene with the tiger is cool, and the art in the back, and I think these were done with alcohol markers. I could be wrong, but the art in the back is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love that. And there's some pencils in here for different characters. There's some just all kinds of cool stuff that I really like. I think it's really good. And if you guys do like the New 52 Shazam, then yeah, you know, more power to you. I think it's a really good book, but it's not perfect. It has some flaws. But if you did like the Shazam movie, you guys will love this because a lot of that movie was heavily based off this. I did pick up another graphic novel, and that was this Wonder Woman book. Now, I have not read the book. I can definitely tell you, I don't know anything about this arc. I don't know if it's good or not. But what I do like about it is this design for Wonder Woman. You guys know I actually prefer this look because one thing about Wonder Woman, and usually with female superheroes, but especially Wonder Woman, is I'm actually not a fan of the battle bikini, only because it doesn't make a lot of sense. For characters like Power Girl, it does make sense because she's actually using a distracting element and she has like invulnerable skin. But for someone like Wonder Woman, who yeah is invulnerable, but she is also meant to be a warrior, and so actually giving her warrior armor makes sense. I just love this design of the suit. It looks so good. But for the most part, usually the whole battle bikini, battle swimsuit look doesn't work for most most superheroes unless you can pull it off with a good reason, like the Indestructible Skin or the Distraction. But this is volume 8, and this is Twist of Fates, which again, I've not read, but I did want to pick it up. I mean, both of these, by the way, were $3.99, so I thought that was a really good price. Originally, they sold for 18 bucks. But yeah, I really do like this design. I think it's a good design for Wonder Woman. So yeah, just, it looks cool. I like it. I'll probably read it and actually see if this is any good or not, but I'm guessing it's not good because we never got to see this costume again. That's it for the graphic novels. I did pick up this book here for $7.99, originally sold $40, and this is The Art of Fantastical Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. So very cool, and what I like about these art books is you get to see what the original designs for some of the creatures were. You get to see what actually goes into making a movie, which is something that I always, I like. And plus, I actually like Fantastical Beasts a lot more than Harry Potter. Yeah, you can just kind of roast me in the comments, go ahead. But I really do, and it's cool to see like these designs. Absolutely awesome. And so Sarah, by the way, is a huge fan of Harry Potter, and she loves Fantastical Beasts, so this could be something that's also for her, and she can check out too. So there's that. And then the remaining 2 books, which I did say 2 more books. One is a book on archery. The other one is a book on swords and hilts. These were $3.99 as well, so got some cheap books today. And what I like about these is that, for one, they're kind of unique in design. I actually like the look of this because it makes sense with the weapons they're showing, but you just get to see like these cool detailed like illustrations and pictures of different weapons. They're mostly pictures. When I was skimming through, I think I saw a few illustrations, but yeah, it's pretty cool, and this is great for when you're doing art and you need a good reference. So same thing with this one. This one's swords, and yeah, I really thought this was cool. I like how it shows the different swords. Not a lot of information on them. I would have heard like a little bio on the sword, a little history like on the side of it, but there are parts in here that do have a lot of words, so I assume they're gonna go over like the different terminology and stuff like that. But yeah, for like $3.99, so like $4 and a couple cents. Really cool resources that I thought would be awesome to add to my visual library. Now let's talk about the really big piece of loot that I am super excited for. So it's fair to say that I absolutely love Batman. I mean, you see all the posters behind me and you saw the action figures, but I do have another McFarlane toys to add to my collection. Now, it's not Batman. It's not even a DC figure. It's this figure right here. I found at my local pawn shop this action figure of Spawn. And to my knowledge, this was the first action figure ever released of Spawn. And it's in great condition. Now you can see there's a little bit of the glue warping and cracking here. There's a little scuff here. But for the most part, this is in really good condition. And it's kind of funny to see because I've never seen a toy that actually says Todd's Toys. Like, that's their old logo before they were McFarlane Toys. So absolutely amazing. And this thing was 25 bucks, and I thought that was a really good price. I did look it up on eBay. It usually sells for 30 to 50. I saw one that was like $100, so I thought 25 was pretty good, especially because I didn't have to wait for shipping. But yeah, just 25 bucks, got to take it home. Absolutely amazing. He comes with a little glove. He actually has the chain hooking the cape as a separate piece. I thought that was interesting. And then it does say that it has a flying cape, has swing open action. Comes with a special comic. Like, this is just really cool. Some of the other figures in the line are Spawn. You have Tremor, Medieval Spawn, which I kind of want them to do an updated version of that because that'd be amazing. Clown, Violator, Overt Kill. He's called Overkill in the show, but his name is spelled Overt Kill. Then you have the Spawnmobile, which is like the most 90s thing I've ever seen in my life. The Violator Monster Rig, and Spawn's Alley, which interestingly, Spawn's Alley is concept art. It's not an actual picture of the toy, unlike the other ones on the back. So that's interesting to see the features right there. So very, very cool. It looks like it's never been opened, but I think it's collector-friendly packaging, so I could probably pop it open. But I think I'm gonna leave it mint in card. I really like this, and for 25 bucks, I thought this was awesome. I couldn't say no. Like, it's just so cool, and it's also being metamorphosed Spawn, so it's before he went through his metamorphosis. It's when he has red on the costume and not just armor pieces. Like, this is so friggin' cool. I love it, and I had to pick it up. So that is everything for today. I really don't expect anything else to really happen this month, but I've been wrong before on this channel about stuff like that. So I think that's a good thing to end this month on. If something else comes up, I hope it's just as epic as this, because that was such a cool find. And yeah, I am a little tired. It is close to midnight, like I said, and I do have some drawings that I want to finish up before I go to bed. I did this awesome drawing of the Magician. I just need to do the skin tones because I don't have a skin tone set with me in my travel case. I just have basic primary colors in a few different shades. So yeah, I am filling up the sketchbook. I really like what's going in here. I'm really happy with a lot of the drawings. I have one drawing that I really want to do now where it's my 3 characters, Magician, Wrath, and Poldair, all together. Like, you have Wrath in the background with his wings open in a boxing stance. Then you have like the Magician doing some magic circles on one side, and you have Poldair on the other, like charging up his energy beams. He does like little finger guns. So yeah, I really am excited to draw that, but I have finished coloring this one first, so I'll probably do a little bit of coloring before I go to bed. But I am tired, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you guys found some cool loot this month, because I am very happy with what I found. I just need to find a home for these books because I am running out of book space really quickly. And when Sarah moves in, we'll have even less space because she has like a million more books than me because she absolutely loves books. But that's that's what she does, and I wouldn't change a thing about it because she's amazing the way she is. Just how I am somewhat adequate the way I am. Was that depressing? A little bit, but it's okay because I have Taco Bell soda. I don't have a Taco Bell soda. I'm tired. Remember how I said I didn't think I would have anything else to film this month? Well, I'm actually doing a little bit of reorganizing, taking a break from schoolwork because I need to clean and clear this out because I have 3 new figures to add to my collection, and I think we all know where this is going, right? We all know what I'm doing. By the way, I did get a haircut. It is shorter, it's cleaner, it's nicer. I got graduation pictures coming up. I didn't actually think of addressing it, but then I said, you know what? I think I will because somebody will comment on it. And as you saw, we don't have just 1, not 2, but 3 new figures to add to the collection. And I did talk about how it connects to this guy. I said when I bought this guy, I want to get the whole wave so I can get that horse because that horse looks so cool. I have the whole wave because my local Walmart actually had them. And let me tell you something, I'm really happy they had them because these things are pretty expensive in the aftermarket. For example, this Superman figure sells for about $5 more than retail price. Okay, that's not bad. Same thing with Joker. The Joker figure sells for a little more on the aftermarket. And I would like to say this is not my favorite Joker design. It has grown on me as time has gone on, but I still like it. It's not my least favorite, but it's not my favorite. It's still a good design. I do like its narrativeness in the story and how it actually does show like the nature of the 2 characters. I actually really like that. You know, Frank Miller in his prime was amazing. But yeah, Joker, Superman, and Batman over here. All 3 of these figures do sell about $5 more. That's pretty good. And 25 bucks each for the Build-A-Figures are not bad. Robin, on the other hand, this figure here sells for like $40. I wasn't going to pay $40, but $25, and said, you know what? My local Walmart actually has them all. Let me just get them now. I really want this horse, and yeah, I am going to find a spot for this horse. I'm actually thinking of moving the HULKBUSTER Iron Man figure that's up here, finding a new home for it, and putting it up here so it's still tied into the Batman display / mural. You guys know Batman is my favorite superhero. Even out of all the superheroes I've created, Batman is still my favorite, and I love that I have all these figures now. So I'm going to be building the horse soon, and you know, I'm actually really happy with the way this month ended. I doubt I'm gonna have anything else. I know I cursed it every time I say it, but I'm serious. I think this is gonna be the end of the vlog in terms of loot because my wallet was hurting after this purchase. But yeah, I am very excited to add these to my collection. I also went through and reorganized this just a little bit so it's more neat, it's a little more organized. I'm really happy with how that came out. So yeah, that is everything for today, and I'm gonna go to Chris and Alex's house and watch Batman Returns because I realized Alex has not watched Batman Returns, so we're gonna go fix that right now. So this spot is a little different. As you can see, Mechagodzilla got moved and I had to take his tail off, but we have the one and only giant HULKBUSTER. I absolutely love this thing. I think I got it for $5 at Savers, and I have my little bear that Nicole got me when she went on her vacation chilling right here on top of the HULKBUSTER. I felt like that was the perfect spot. I also moved my 2 little actors from the path. Yes, I did make these little stop motion puppets, and yes, it was a lot of fun to work with them. It's also really challenging, but I absolutely love how that project came out. I had a great director for that project, but I do have them right here as a little memory of that project. And if we go over here, boom, right where all that was, we have our Batman figures. So the horse, by the way, I actually really like it. It feels a little limiting on the articulation and it doesn't clip together as nice as I would have liked, but it still is a really nice figure. I would have preferred if it did have a little hole for the figure stands to help with some balancing issues, but man, Batman looks awesome. I absolutely love how this came out. Now, it is unfortunate that this plastic does like to kind of warp up a little bit, but hopefully it will stay there for now. But yeah, he just looked absolutely amazing on this. And then of course we've got Robin, Superman, and Joker in the back. Just looks absolutely amazing. Didn't notice this? He has high heels. I never noticed that before, but I absolutely love how these guys look together. And I think I'll definitely put some more Batman figures here, but it did open up some room over here, which you can see I did move the McFarlane Rebirth Batman up here, and I moved the original DC Multiverse one down there because that's a way better figure. But yeah, came out absolutely amazing. I may change this up a little bit. I may push this back, try and make a little more room for some more figures, but man, this looks awesome.